Hello, guys. God bless all of you. Just to let you know, my air conditioner is not working, so I'm going to be red hot during this live stream. So bear with me if I occasionally get a little bit intense. It's usually what happens to me when I'm really hot. So God bless you all. Thank you to everyone who wished my girl a happy birthday. She had a great day. Thank you. Appreciate it. She was 31 yesterday, 31 years old, which is beautiful because I was born on my father's 31st birthday. It's a number really important to me. So I'm going to break down, number one, why Mexico won the Gold Cup, which is way bigger than football, and then show you that I believe it's basically revealing the mark of the beast, which is incoming, maybe this year, to be honest with you. But we'll see soon enough. Most people are going to take it as well. That's something I've got to come to terms with. Most people are going to take it when we study the scriptures. So we obviously got more Diego Jota rituals over the weekend. Told you Gimenez would score. His ex-Wolves teammate. We'll break that down. Okay, these wolves in sheep's clothing, leading people astray. Okay, leading people away from Christ, the shepherd. Back once again said, is it me or does Raul Gimenez goal celebration with Jota's shirt look like he's sitting and driving a car holding the wheel? Let me know thoughts. Yes, it does look like that. They say it's a guy sat down playing video games, PlayStation. But it does look like, somebody sat down driving is what it looks like. And I told you Jota's crash, which I don't believe happened, is all about this economic crash, which is going to bring about the mark of the beast. That's what the crash symbolizes. I told you with all these bridges collapsing, planes crashing, it's going to be a great collapse, a great crash when it comes to the economy. Trust me, I ain't often wrong. God bless you, Esteban, Kyle, Tant the Chai Guy, Veronica's here, Claudia's here. Much love to all of you. Please hit the like button. Please support the stream in any way you can, either by liking it, sharing insights, super chats, whatever it is that you want to do to make this stream better for everybody watching. All right, let me have a sip of this water. Someone named Silva scored for Portugal women's team today. Jota's actual last name was Silva. Yeah, remember Jota wore 20 for Liverpool. His last name Silva. And one of his best friends was Bernardo Silva, who's Portuguese, who wears number 20 for Man City. And over the last 5 or 6 years, it's pretty much been Man City, Liverpool dominating. So something's gone on with that Portugal team. So many rituals with Jota, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo, Ruben Neves. I've done so many rituals with that Portugal team. And obviously, they've done pretty well recently, haven't they? They've done pretty well. God wins. Good afternoon, Adam. Indeed, he does. Indeed, he already has. Do you think next year's World Cup is the last one? We may not even see it. We may have already had the last one. Wow, it's so hot. I feel like I'm literally doing this stream in the middle of the desert here. So I'm going to need some woos. We may not see the 2026 World Cup. It's funny how Mexico won. Their nickname's El Tri. All right, Tri, Trinity, 3. First time the World Cup's going to be hosted by 3 nations. It'll be USA, Mexico, and Canada. I live in Mexico. I'm prepared for this country to collapse. USA has so much power over Mexico. I've just got to deal with it. But I'm ready for the world to collapse. So the 2022 FIFA World Cup, I've told you, it was in Qatar, the Middle East. It's a fitting place to end the World Cup. And Messi, the GOAT, him winning the World Cup as captain was very telling for me. And it was the 22nd edition. Remember, Jota died exactly 22 weeks before his birthday. And there's a lot of 22s in this Mexico code. So your football skills, wow, your kick-ups, you could go on forever. Yeah, I don't know about forever. I can do thousands of them. thousands. It's a good workout, juggling, honestly. And it's just that honestly is repetition. When it comes to juggling, guys, what am I going to do about this weather? Oh my goodness. I'm going to push through is what I'm going to do. So if we have the 23rd edition, which is the 9th prime, 9 is the final single digit number, I think it's pretty much impossible that you're going to see another one. It's just whether we see the upcoming World Cup or not. If we do, I think that is a perfect opportunity for the beast system to come in. I have said that if we do get this World Cup, I think the digital ID, the mark of the beast, will be here by then. That's how soon I think it's going to be. I don't think we'll have cash. It'll be a cashless society, and just watch how quick it all happens as well. Kind of like COVID. I use that example with COVID, just at how quick everything changed. All right, there was like a slow build up, and then when it got declared a pandemic, everything just changed like rapidly. And it'll be the same when it comes to the new digital ID, the one world currency, the one world government. World War III, whether or not we're already in it, is up for you to decide. But just how quickly it's all going to play out. And like I said, with the mark of the beast, most people are going to accept it. Just like most people accepted the vaccine. Didn't they? And most people accept this digital ID. They won't see it as the mark of the beast. They'll see this as some Christian eschatology. All right, that's not going to play out. They've been talking about Jesus returning for thousands of years. You're going to hear all of that from so many people. All right, and they're just going to see it as evolution of the financial system because they don't want to know the truth. They don't want to know the times that we're living in. And I've said this. Once I know people have accepted that mark, I won't speak to them. They have made their decision to follow Satan. It's a decision that they knowingly do as well. They're aware of what they're doing, that they're going against God. Okay? Once they get that mark, biblically, they're going to the lake of fire on Judgment Day. Once you get the mark, you can't repent. You've literally chose Satan over God. And people go, well, there's no way people would do that. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Because the Bible says the heart will become so darkened. All right, that they'll love darkness more than they'll love the light. Who's the light? It's Jesus. Who's the darkness? Satan. Women's Years final is exactly 66 months after Kobe died. That's really interesting. Again, guys, my first ever video was about Kobe. Everything still revolved around him. 5 years after my first video, we're still getting Kobe Bryant rituals daily. Again, I've written books about these people, the Queen, the Pope, Queen Elizabeth, Tom Brady. I've got books if you want to purchase them. Right. Give me a woo if you want to see this Mexico code. Just quite simply incredible code as well. The whole thing with this Gold Cup. Maybe if I go open my door, maybe some breeze comes in, but I can't see it. Or maybe if I go, I can't keep doing this with this heat. Support this, guys. This is crazy. I think weaker men would have ended this stream right now with how hot it is. Oh. All right. I'm just going to check in on my phone. That tells me how we're doing for likes. So I can... All right, we've got 25. That's not bad. Okay. Blessings, everyone. Much love. God bless you, Elena. Patrick's here. Always delighted to see Patrick. Anders is here. Much love. Do you still use Pope Francis numbers or Pope Leo? I would say Francis's numbers are still more relevant than Pope Leo's. But remember, Sean, Pope Leo became the Pope, replaced Francis on Luis Enrique's birthday, Paris Saint-Germain's head coach, and then they won the treble, the Champions League. So Pope Leo's numbers are significant, but there's a lot of overlap with his numbers and Pope Francis's numbers. Just like the Pope Francis was born with 14 days left in the year. He gets replaced by Pope Leo the 14th. The Leo connects to Messi, which connects to the Argentine Pope Francis. I could go on all day with that. But this is a verse that I actually use a lot. Revelation 13:8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. So, yeah, the Bible tells us all those. Do you know what it means by dwell upon the earth? By dwelling upon the earth, it's like you believe this is it. You believe this is it. This is the earth. You get one shot, okay? You disregard God. You disregard heaven, hell. You disregard eternal life. You disregard Jesus' sacrifice on the cross. That's what it means to dwell upon the earth. And if you are one of those people, because I was one of those people, this is why I think I'm so good at what I do when it comes to these breakdowns. I was the guy who loved the world, didn't believe in heaven or hell, didn't believe in God, didn't believe in a creator. So if I still had that mindset, I would absolutely get whatever this digital ID is in order to be able to function in society and buy and sell and continue living my life and traveling and all the luxuries and all of that. I would take it. But now I know the scriptures and God led me to the truth. I'm not giving up my eternal life in the kingdom of heaven, which is paradise for eternity, for maybe maximum, for me, 40 more years left on a fallen earth, where we're going to be just completely just watched over. It's going to be Big Brother 1984, and I ain't interested in that whatsoever. Now, okay, let's see what Alkesh is saying. I like this. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. For many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and will deceive many. Yeah, you put that twice, but yeah, there's many people who are going to come in the name of Christ and deceive with lying signs and wonders and things like that. So I'm gonna present this is in my book, so I'm not going to be able to see your comments because I'll be focusing on this. I'll try on my phone, and let's just have 2 or 3 of you say hit the like in the chat. I'd appreciate it. Much love to you, Maggie. All right, let me know if you can see this. Been working like so hard on this book, and remember it got deleted. All my books went. My USB got erased, everything on it. I had to redo this, but I came back with more passion and fire to get it done. Hope and pray that it doesn't go again. But I've saved it on multiple platforms now, sources, USBs. So here we go. Mexico win the 2025 Gold Cup. Now, I've been trying to warn you about the mark of the beast for a couple of years now. All right, I really have worked so hard to tell you about the mark of the beast. The beast reigns 42 months. Okay, you're not going to be able to buy or sell without the mark. If you accept it, you're going to go to the lake of fire. All of this, I've been trying to warn you. Hopefully this just gives you more ammunition to give your life to Christ today. So Mexico beat USA in the final. They went down 1-0. I'll break that down later. And I had Mexico to win it. And USA have made 13 out of 18 Gold Cup finals. Again, I'm going to show you how these sports reveal the Bible. And there's so many people in the world that are like, you can't do this. Don't do this. All right, this is going against God. How is revealing Jesus and warning people of the beast system going against God? Can I get an amen? It's just they don't understand it. They don't have the wisdom to do what I do. So they just shut it down. So USA have made 13 out of 18 Gold Cup finals. Remember, guys, the roads in heaven are going to be paved with gold. Can I get an amen? Now let's go to Revelation 13:18, one of the most important verses in the Holy Bible. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So the number of the beast, the number of a man is 666, because it's incompletion. It's imperfect. It falls short. Like the beast falls short. We all fall short. All right, but Jesus doesn't, because he lived a perfect sinless life. And all of those who accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior will be saved. If they profess it with the mouth and believe it in the heart that Jesus Christ was crucified, he lived a perfect life, he shed his innocent, perfect blood on the cross, and he rose from the dead on the third day, where he defeated death, sin, and Satan. You'll go to heaven. And that is where I want you all to go. Brookbank, I want you there. Brookbank, I want to be in heaven with you for eternity. Patrick, Elena, Veronica, Alkesh, the list goes on. I want to be in heaven with my Father and you guys forever. And that's where my mind is. Now, this was the 18th edition of the Gold Cup. The 18th. And the final was exactly 18 weeks after USA coach's birthday, which is Mauricio Pochettino, the Argentinian, right? And that has a 666 connection, does 18. Remember, the Pope died exactly 18 weeks after his birthday, because it's 6 plus 6 plus 6, right? That's what it is. Guys, Watchman's here. We've got Watchman Inc. 777 in the chat on 7725, which is 777. God bless you. Much love. It's his 8-year anniversary. Amazing, bro. That's crazy. Your 8-year anniversary is the day after my girl's birthday. Jesus is coming. Amen. Congratulations to you both. And the beautiful thing with the Watchman, his whole family are believers when it comes to his wife, his children. They will all be in heaven together when all is said and done, which makes me happy. Now, Trump's big, beautiful bill has just been passed. Something I want to teach you all is when you get a major death like Diego Jota, okay, which is basically the whole world's talking about it still. That's when these bills go through. That's when your big, beautiful bill goes through that nobody's talking about. Everyone's talking about Jota, or maybe the Gold Cup, or whatever it may be, or the flood right now in Texas. But they ain't talking about these bills that go through, these laws that get passed. And the BBB, when you look at it, it looks like 666. All right, with the lowercase b. Now, USA lost to Mexico 2-1 in the final, in what was both teams' 6th game of the tournament. So you got the 2-1-6. Now, 6 times 6 times 6 is your 216. It's 36 likes. Wow. Adam Lastman, thank you for everything. Thank you for all of your support. Hello, Adam. I hope you're keeping really well. I was wondering, will you ever do an in-depth on Bilderberg, and if everything is connected to Bilderberg? Yes. I've written a book. No, I haven't written a book. I've read a book about the Bilderberg group. I just believe Satan's behind things like the Bilderberg group. I can do that for you. I can do that. For sure, because they basically own so much. Them and BlackRock, isn't it? But they're probably one of the same. I do believe that a lot. They go by different names, but they're basically owned by the same people. I felt like that for a while. So they try to bring competition. It's like, I'm going to choose this one over this one. It's like, yeah, but there is no competition. It's the same owners with different names. So we're seeing all these 666s. Benjamin Bibi Netanyahu. Wow. BB. At 22, innit? When you look at the B as the second letter. BB. Now, this was Mexico's 12th Gold Cup final and USA's 13th. The first thing that stood out to me is Taylor Swift's birthday. I've done 3, 4, 5 videos of Taylor Swift and the end times and Revelation with Taylor Swift. And Revelation 12:13, and when the dragon saw that he was cast out unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the child. The woman here is Israel. Can somebody give me a woo? Obviously, Jesus came into the world. He was born into the world in Israel. Now, Mexico's coach, he stayed on 289 career losses. Now, this is enormous because 17 times 17 gets you 289. Now, let me just go back to my chat. I just want to remove this comment because it's in the way. So 17 times 17 is 289. This was huge for Mexico to win. Huge. And the 1717 is really significant to the Bible. Thank you so much, Veronica. Please, can you hit the like, share, and subscribe? Thank you very much. Yeah, support this live stream. Yeah, the 13-month calendar, my most watched video is about the calendar. So, Revelation 17:17. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. The words of God will be fulfilled, guys. Prior to that, prior to the return of Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Alpha and Omega, prior to that, the Antichrist will reign. There will be tribulation. There will be the mark of the beast. There will be the persecution of the saints. There will be an increase in violence, crime. People's hearts will become increasingly darker. This is all coming. Why? Because God's word says it will. And anyone go, yeah, sure. Well, 81% of prophecy is being fulfilled. And this book is how old, guys? Thousands of years old. So don't be sarcastic, any of you. Now, Donald Trump was born 17 months and 17 days before the beast 666, Aleister Crowley, died. Can I get a woo? Aleister Crowley was called the beast 666. Donald Trump was born 17 months and 17 days before. You wonder why Mexico's coach stayed on 289 career losses, 17 times 17. And by the way, modern day Freemasons, sent you tackers, Adam Lastman, thank you very, very, very much for that. Mate, I'm dripping with sweat right now. I'm dripping with sweat. But think about Moses and the Israelites when they would walk in the wilderness. Do you know what I mean? How hot were they? So modern day Freemasonry was founded in 1717. And remember, Diego Jota has the matching gematria as the word Freemason. And Gimenez was the man of the match in this game. And he tributed Jota, who I do not believe is dead whatsoever. Not 1% of me believes he's dead. Now, Aleister Crowley, check this out. I got a lot of positive compliments on my website, which I'm grateful for. Aleister Crowley died exactly 11 years before Mexico's coach was born. Now, you guys know what 11 is to me. My favorite number, my football jersey number. My dad lives at number 11. I was born on his 31st birthday, the 11th prime. Okay, the first verse of the Bible is Genesis 1:1. I just love that number 11. My first email address, Adam Edwards 11. There's a lot of 11s in this. So when the game went 1-1, I was like, this is beautiful for Mexico. So Crowley, the B666, he died exactly 11 years before Mexico coach's birthday. You know what? I need to add to this. Watch this. Died on 12-1, exactly 11 years before Mexico's coach was born, and 121 square root. There's another 11. I can do this all day long. Thank you, God. All right. So Mexico's coach, his birthday is what is it? December the 1st, 12-1. It's 11 times 11. And Crowley died exactly 11 years before the Mexico coach was born. Now, the Mexico coach stayed on one draw and one loss in the Gold Cup. This was his 7th Gold Cup game. Seven trumpets, 7 years of tribulation, 7 seals. God rested on the 7th day. Beautiful number. All right. Oh, somebody said this to me as well. This was very telling. Let me read this out, what somebody sent me on Instagram. It's nothing profound, but it's very like, okay, yeah, good point. Let me find it. I'll give credit to the person as well. Yeah, his name's Joe. I won't say his full name. His name's Joe. This is what he said. And it got me thinking. I felt something similar, but I didn't know the number. He said, it's interesting to see how 1.35 million people die every year in a car accident. But when it happens to a footballer, the whole world is upside down. Can somebody give me a woo for Joe? All right. So over 1 million people die every day in a car accident. Every year, sorry. Yet when a celebrity dies or Jota dies, the whole world shuts down and mourns. I told you, if somebody on their road, one of their neighbors died, they probably wouldn't cry or mourn or do a tweet about it or an Instagram post about it, would they? That's the reality of this fallen, sick world. So Mexico's coach won the 2025 Gold Cup exactly 31 weeks after his birthday. And he won it on my girlfriend's 31st birthday. That's a double woo, guys. I'll say that again. That is a double woo. Mexico, where do I live? I live in Mexico, right? I live in Mexico. And Mexico, and I used to live in USA, right? I lived in USA 6 or 7 years. I've lived in Mexico, when I moved here? 24. Oh my word, I've lived in Mexico 11 years. Guys, I have lived in Mexico 11 years. I moved here 2014. I have been here 11 years. So Mexico's coach won the 2025 Gold Cup exactly 31 weeks after his birthday. And he won it on my girlfriend, who's Mexican's 31st birthday. I was born on my father 31st birthday, the father and son, like the Bush family, with 9/11. Remember, 9/11 was in the 11th state on the 11th day of the month. The Twin Towers looked like an 11. 9/11 was exactly 11 years after George Bush Sr.'s New World Order speech. And his son was the president during 9/11. Just know that number 9, Gimenez, made the score 1-1. 9/11, right? But 31 is the 11th prime number to go with all these 11s. Now, Mexico's star is this Raul Gimenez. Now, let me break this guy down for you. All right? Raul Gimenez. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me just come out of this. And smash the like button. Thank you for all your support. Can you see Gimenez? Give me an amen if you can see Gimenez. All right, Adam Lastman said yes. So Raul Alonso Gimenez Rodriguez. Look, he began his career with Club America. America, guys. Okay? And he just got the winning goal against United States. Well, not the winning goal, but he equalized in the final against the United States of America. All right? And his birthday is 5/5. The 55. And look at this. I told you this all would happen days before, didn't I? I got loads of messages. Oh my word, you got it right. Like, do they know it? Is this all planned? All right, look. And he's smiling. He's smiling. One of his best friends is dead. He's smiling. So they played together. Okay, they played together. And add up those numbers. They played together at Wolves. Guys, tell me in the chat what's 18 plus 9? I'm going to just give you information here you ain't going to find anywhere else. What is 18 plus 9? Gus said Psyop sacrificed so many tributes, but his brother not mentioned. That is a great point. Yeah, nobody's mentioning his brother. It's all about Diego. You hear barely any coverage about his brother who's dead. It's all about Diego. All right, so you've done the 18 plus 9 is 27, yeah? What time did Gimenez score? Come on, guys, type it in the chat. I'm getting you involved here. When did Gimenez equalize? How many minutes? How many minutes did this Satanist deceiver equalize? Add up Jota and Gimenez's numbers at Wolves, where they were unbelievable. They kept finishing 7th. Shocked the Premier League. 27. Now, how many books are in the New Testament? There are 27 books in the New Testament. These books are generally divided into 4 main sections: the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Acts of the Apostles, Epistles, Letters, and Revelation. So there's 27 books in the New Testament. Now, how many books are there in the Old Testament? 39. Now, how does 39 connect to 27? Because the Bible's coded. Just most people don't have the gift to reveal it. 3 times 9 is 27. There's 39 books in the Old Testament, 27 in the New. Woo! Woo, baby! All right? And let's go back to this. Who scored the first goal in this game? Number 3. Number 3. All right? Who equalized? Number 9. 39. 3-9. And what time was the equalizing goal? 27 minutes. 39 books in the Old Testament. 27 in the New. 3 times 9. 27. Jota and Gimenez's combined jersey numbers, right, at Wolves. And I've warned you about wolves in sheep's clothing for years. What do you mean by that? Well, people who reveal themselves as angels of light, but really they deceive and they're Satanists. People who act like they're doing good. All right, like the mark of the beast will all be about efficiency, safety, security, convenience. That is what it means, a wolf in sheep's clothing. They'll present things in such a way where it sounds amazing, but in reality, it's about destruction. So I told you Gimenez would score and he'd honor Jota. Well, pretty much identical. And he's holding up that 20. Okay, which is all about death in gematria. All about death. There was a group called Wolves on The Walking Dead. That's very interesting. The formation looks like the compass and square, mate. Are you talking about this? Where? Oh yeah, that's a. Oh, this looks like a pentagram. Oh my word, guys! USA's formation. That's a triangle. Guys, it looks like a pentagram. What the? Great eye, mate. See if you can see what I see there. So the pentagram, I wish I could draw this out. All right, I can see it. Oh my word, I can see it. Can you guys see it? Oh my word, it's a pentagram. And remember this 18-yard box here, this 18-yard box, right? From the goal line to the 6-yard box is 6. From the 6-yard box to the penalty spot, 6. So it's 12 yards. And then from the 12-yard penalty spot to the edge of the box, the 18-yard box, 6. 6, 6, 6. Now, football is a game of 22 players that start. 11 plus 11. All these 22s in this code, which you'll see. So, Jota, all right, played with Gimenez at Wolves. And Gimenez, I've shown you his birthday is 5'5". He's got the same birthday as Carlos Alcaraz. Let's see if he wins Wimbledon. All right. Now, Satan in Gematria gets you that 55. And 55 is the 10th Fibonacci in triangular number. Mexico just won their 10th Gold Cup. Satan in Gematria is 10. This was just Satan. All right? Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. This verse highlights that Satan's deception often involves appearing as something good or righteous, making it harder to recognize his true nature. Yeah, but read what it says after that, Alkesh. Read what it says about his ministers. Thoughts on Real Madrid nicknamed the White House? Brother, I revealed that at the beginning of the tournament on my website. I revealed that. Somebody's probably stole it from my website, like pretty much everyone does these days. Puts it all over Discord. Yeah, I told everybody that. They've got to beat PSG. I think whoever wins that wins the FIFA Club World Cup. So we'll see. I'm going to have to code that on my website. I think the game's tomorrow. But yeah, the Kings of Europe, their nickname's the White House, where the president resides. The Antichrist rides a white horse. They also call Real Madrid Los Blancos, the Whites. Some of these clubs have multiple nicknames for the ritual. Now, this next bit, spank the like button. It's free. Exactly. We all know that this stream should have tens of thousands of viewers and tens of thousands of likes. But it won't in a fallen world. So you guys can support me, the real ones. Now, check this. This is why I believe Mexico will win in it. Now, there was loads of codes for USA. There always is in the final. It's anyone who can code at a decent level. Now somebody's banging. I can't. I'm just so ready for heaven. Mexico can win their 10th Gold Cup. And USA stayed. Mexico won. I've got to change the wording because this was the past tense. Mexico won their 10th Gold Cup and USA stayed on 7. This for me was the riddle. This for me was the ultimate riddle. The 10-7's huge. The Beast of Revelation has 10 horns and 7 heads. Guys, just do me a favor. When I'm doing a stream, don't ask me loads of questions. Okay? Don't ask me tons of questions during my stream. Like, who's winning the Ballon d'Or? Like, let me present my code. The Beast of Revelation has 10 horns and 7 heads. Israel was attacked by Hamas on 10-7, which was Vladimir Putin's birthday. All right, his 71st birthday, the 20th prime, to go with Jota. I probably should add that. USA's coach stayed on 10 wins as the coach, as Mexico's coach picked up his 7th Gold Cup win. Oh yeah, he became 7-1-1. 7-11 is his record. It was his 9th Gold Cup game. Mexico came in the final with 13 points after 5 games in the tournament, which is why I said they'd win the semi-final, which they did. Revelation 13:5. And there was given unto him a mouth, speaking great things. Who speaks great things? Donald Trump. And blasphemies. And power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months. Now, let's see if it comes up on Google, just so. Raul Gimenez, total goals for Mexico. Let's see if it gives you the number. All right, so it's not updated it. But Gimenez has 42 goals. All right, maybe if I type in, he's got 42 goals. I know that for a fact. There you go. It's an extra boost. Mexico's standout, Raul Gimenez. Of course he was the standout, right? Of course he was the standout. Hails importance of lifting 2025 Gold Cup ahead of 2026 World Cup. All right, pointing his fingers like they love to point the fingers, don't they? All right, so it'll show you here. Where's his 42nd goal? Look, there's the confirmation of the 10th Gold Cup. All right, there's the confirmation of it. And do you know 10? Look at this. I need to add this. I'm nowhere near finished with this book. 10. 10 is the fourth triangular number, right? It's the fourth. 10 is the fourth triangular number. And Mexico got their 10th Gold Cup after number 4 scored the winner. This all connects to the 4 horsemen. I keep telling you how big the Eagle is this year. The Eagle, Philadelphia Eagles, Crystal Palace. The Eagles win the FA Cup. All right. Go Ahead Eagles won the Dutch Cup. Philadelphia Eagles win Super Bowl 59. Mexico, all right, they've got that eagle eating a snake. Hey, Emmanuel, God bless you. Dirk hit the like. Thank you very much. He also scored a couple of days ago to make the score 1-0. 5 plus 5 is 10. Nice. Mate, when you times 3 times 9 times 2 times 7, it's 378, the 27th triangular number. Wow. Guys, can we give a woo to Adam Lastman? I'm going to check that. He's just taught me something. So what's he saying here? This is absolutely mind-blowing. 3 times 9 times 2 times 7. 378. 378. And what Adam Lastman, my brother's saying, is that 378 is the 27th triangular number. Mate, I've got to put that in my book. And remember this, right? Smash that like button. Remember this. 27 is this. It's 3 times 3 times 3. And Mexico, right? Their nickname's El Tri. Tricolor, which refers to the 3 colors of the Mexican flag. Green, white, and red. Now, did you notice Mexico were wearing black? I'm going to have to add this to the code now. Guys, I'm really, really hot. I need some woos in the chat. I'm literally dripping with sweat. This is insane. So, let's go to Mexico's flag. I can't, guys, my eyes, I can barely type here because of the sweat. We're getting some woos. So this is Mexico's flag, right? You got the green, you got the white, you got the red, you got the eagle eating the snake. But if you look here, so you've got green, white, red. And if you go here, they were wearing black. And when you go to the 4 horsemen, guys, it's all 4 of the colors. It's all 4 of the colors that they were wearing are the 4 horsemen. I am gobsmacked that I've just connected this right now during this stream. All right. You got look at the Mexico flag here. And then you got the black. So the red one is war. This green one is death. The white one is conquest, the Antichrist. And the black one is famine. This is probably a better image of it. Look. So look, you got the Mexico flag, which is there. And then they won it in black. My question is this: why were they wearing black? Fair question. Why were they wearing black? USA wears white. Mexico can surely wear green. Why didn't they wear green? Why were they wearing black? It's probably because of this. Do you agree? It's probably because of this. Now, I'm going to have to sneak this in. I'm not... If I remember. I don't really watch my stuff back. We'll get... Where is he? This guy. I think he's the captain as well. I'll deal with that later. Diego Jota scored a total of 28 goals for Portugal across all youth and senior levels, dies at age 28. Wow. Wow. Yeah, brilliant. Perfect number for a perfect ritual. Yeah, 4 is connected to death. Cantonese Chinese, the number 4 is associated with death because the word for force sounds similar to the word for death. All right, so this number 4 connects to death. Number 4 means death in Chinese. Remember COVID? The Chinese virus, Trump calls it. But number 4 got the winner. It looked like he was offside, but he was just on. Which again, you can't rehearse stuff like this. Can't rehearse it. I need to find... Look, I'm speechless. Very happy because it was 35 days of training camp. In Gematria, Satan is 35, so is Baphomet. So of course they have 35 days. It would have been better if it were 36. But it was VAR that decided this. The referee disallowed the goal back in the day. It's just unfortunate for Mexico. But VAR saved them. Now this guy, Gilberto, number 7, he's 16. And look at size. He just won the Gold Cup. He's number 7. As soon as he got substituted, all right, they scored. And USA stayed on 7 Gold Cups. This guy came off the pitch smiling. You don't do that at 1-1. Guys, I'm an athlete at 1-1 and you get taken off. There's two ways of looking at it if you're not injured. You're disappointed you've been taken off, right? Guys, we're still on 49 likes. Please hit the like button. Don't stop. Smash it. Every one of you watching, please. So when you get taken off in a final, the game's 1-1-1. It's 1-1 and Mexico were playing better. You're disappointed that you've come off. You want to keep playing. You don't smile. Now, if you come off and you're leading 4-1 and there's 15 minutes left, yeah, you can have a smile. But he's smiling, the coach is smiling. I'd be disappointed that I got took off. But no, because I feel like they all know who's winning at this point. And I just see them as actors now. Just like wrestlers know who's going to win the title. When they do the Royal Rumble, do they know who's going to win it? Yeah, every wrestler in there knows who's going to win it. But I need to find this. All these records are getting broken. Look, this guy is Mora edges past Pele. All right. Where's his 40-second goal? Look at him. The guy's he's smiling. The guy's smiling. And I did it here. Where is it? Dembele did it. So this is the celebration with Jota. Dembele did it. Why is he smiling? If Jota died, Why is he smiling doing it? I want you to ask yourself that question. If some of you are still sitting on the fence, and Dembele's number 10, which was probably just revealing Mexico getting their 10th Gold Cup, little stuff like that, right? Why do they smile? Why is he smiling if Jota's dead? Why is he not in tears? Look, here he looks dead. Look, Gimenez looks dead in this photo. Can I get a woo if you agree? Gimenez looks like he's dead. Gimenez admitted he was deeply affected by the news of Jota's death. Does he look deeply affected? Does he look deeply affected to you? Let's be real. We've all had loved ones who've died. If I scored a goal for my country a few days after one of my best friends died, I won't be smiling. There's his Baphomet look. Boom! Boom, Gimenez! I'm sure I'll find a place in this book for that celebration somewhere. Bang it here. Look, see his fingers? Oh man, guys, I am dripping, baby. Look at his fingers, guys. You demon. These people are demons, man, at this point. All right, look. Look at his fingers. Up and down, as above, so below. Freemasonry. All right. I see you. I see those fingers, Gimenez. There you go. Now, can you see it? This was Gimenez's 42nd goal for the Mexican national team. He is now just 10 goals, of course, away from tying Javier Chicharito Hernandez as Mexico's all-time leading scorer, and only 4 behind Jared Borghetti. So look, 42nd goal. And did the game finish 2-1? It scores his 42nd goal in a game that finishes 2-1. Number 3 and number 9 scored in the game. It's just war. It's this spiritual warfare that we're in, guys. Yeah, the devils also believe and tremble. They do. A new Fantastic Four movie is coming out this month on 7/25, where the Earth gets destroyed and one of the main characters is the Human Torch. Remember, Jesus is going to set the world on fire. Diego Jota Decoded, UK band Oasis Like Water perform Live Forever on 4/7 in Cardiff, 47 and 38 in Gematria, dedicated to Diego Jota. Jota's passing was 38 days after the Victory Parade, which was a car crash on Warder Street. The lyrics in the song's chorus are connected to Warder Rain. Jota was on his way to take the ferry home. Jota also scored a total of 47 goals for Liverpool in the Premier League, and Liverpool equals 47. Magnificent. Thank you. Impressive. We have the 47th president, Trump. Trump equals 47. Obviously, it's the Republicans, the Red Party. Liverpool's nickname's the Reds. That's very good. Coincidentally, had that custom number 20 jersey ready for the moment. Yeah, he actually wore it before he stepped on the pitch. He walked out in it. Ovechkin scored his 42nd goal to make the score 2-1 to pass Gretzky. Guys, if you can't see this now, 5 years of working my ass off to show you this. If you can't see it now, I worry that you never will. I will say that at this point. So, Mexico came into this final 13 points after 5 games in the tournament. Revelation 13:5, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things, which I think Donald Trump make America great again, and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months. And I've showed you that Gimenez just scored his 42nd international goal. This was USA's 13th Gold Cup final. They stayed on 7 Gold Cup titles. 13 is the 7th Fibonacci number. Mexico's coach picked up his 7th Gold Cup win. Now check out these 51s. Did anyone see how Dembele's scoring was fixed? Watch back the goal. He hits the post and they recycle the ball back to get it to him and shoot again. AKH, listen, it is FIFA. Yeah, I like Djokovic today. He beat the Demon. He beat the Demon, the Manor. His nickname's the Demon. And he lost the first set, did Djokovic, and then he won the next 3 with that 666 on his scorecard. All right. Djokovic beat the Manor. His nickname is literally the Demon. And then who's the world number 1 tennis player who went through like I thought he would, although he was lucky? Sinner. The world number 1 tennis player is called Sinner. All right, you've got a player called the Demon. What more do you want? Oh no, it's not satanic, Adam. It's not demonic, Adam. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Stop calling me crazy. I'll show you, Gus. Let me find him. Let me just confirm it to you. Djokovic, right? I've been coding all his games. So he's in the last 8 now. Djokovic, who dominates Wimbledon. Look, he lost the first set 6-1, but then he wins 3 in a row. But the guy he beat was this. All right? De Minaur. All right, he's Australian. Look at his nickname. Guys, you all better hit that like button. Look at his nickname. Alex de Minaur's nickname is the Demon. His freaking nickname's the Demon. And the world number 1 tennis player is this Demon. Oh no, he's doing that. Best tennis player in the world, his last name's Sinner. Right? Are you kidding me? Like, Sinner, Demon. And then Djokovic gets their 666 on his scorecard against the Demon. Give me a break. And by the way, with Sinner, I told you he was very lucky today. Very lucky. It was 2-0 down. So rare. Look how it was 1 against 19 or 9-11 when you go backwards. It was down 2-0, like Jota's jersey number. And then Dimitrov, who was playing the game of his life, killing Sinner, gets injured. So Sinner progressed. I don't know if there was black magic in this or voodoo dolls or whatever, but Dimitrov was murdering Sinner 2-0. And it was 2-2 in the 3rd set. And then Dimitrov just gets injured. How convenient. This Sinner was born the year of 9/11, by the way, just so you know. All right, he was born the year of 9/11. I've never met anybody whose last name's Sinner. Look at all the 666s you get in tennis, guys. Can I get a woo? Look at all the 666s in tennis. People don't see what I see, guys. They do not see what I see. It's tiring. It's tiring at times. So I say I just want to be in heaven. Mexico's men's national team were founded exactly 51 years before Kobe Bryant was born. All right, Mexico national team were founded 8/23. Kobe's birthday. Now, Gianna Bryant, Kobe's daughter, who died in the helicopter crash, like Jota died in a crash, she was born on 5/1. The Illuminati were founded on 5/1. We've seen Kobe throw up that Illuminati symbol many times. Mexico picked up their 5th win of the tournament and stayed on 1 draw, 51. USA stayed on 5 wins in the tournament and picked up their first loss, 51. Now, Can I just ask you all this? Guys, how many of you are over this world? Just give me a woo. Thank you, Gus. I really do love my girlfriend and care for her so much, but I am so over this world. Like, I can't describe it. It's like I truly know my home is heaven now. I really know it. And I feel like, what am I doing here? And not in a negative way, not in a want to take my own life kind of way, not even close, but just like, I just know this ain't it. And I just become more and more disconnected daily. And I think it's beautiful. I actually am glad. I don't see it as a sad thing. I'm like, yeah, great, awesome. But it's like every day that goes by now. First of all, every day goes by quicker than ever. Now, I've told you there's certain aspects of life I enjoy and I appreciate and I'm grateful for, but I just know this ain't it. That's why I'm not attached. That's why I ain't going to take that mark. I really do not love this world. It is so fallen. It's wicked. It's full of deceit, deception, pride, and it just is. And then you occasionally have those moments where you're like, okay, it's not so bad here after all. But you don't get many of them. Now, USA's coach is that Mauricio Pochettino. And he is he's Argentinian. He played for their national team. I think he played with Messi. Or perhaps he didn't. But Messi is Argentinian. Let's see what comes up. Or did he coach him at PSG? There's Pochettino and Messi. Maybe he coached him at PSG. There's some sort of connection with it. Yeah, look. Here you go. And I could add this. Pochettino, he coached Messi. Look when Messi wore that 30. Judas sold Jesus 30 pieces of silver. All right. Look, Pochettino managed Messi. Now I need to put this in my book. I knew there was a connection. Not just the Argentinian. And so there you go. Guys, Messi plays in USA. Pochettino managed PSG when Messi won the World Cup. And now Pochettino's coaching USA. Can you see this? Can you see this? Now, Messi has got 13 goals in 26 World Cup games. Look at this. You see that? Messi, 13 goals, 26 World Cup games. So he averaged exactly 1 goal every 2 games. But it's the 51st triangular number. It's the 51st triangular number. So it's all perfectly aligned for all of these 51s to hit. And sharp with a woo. Guys, I'm sorry I keep repeating myself. I am dripping with sweat. I was going to woo, but I can't woo for this feeling. Now, I showed you this earlier when I streamed about the Gold Cup. This was the 79th game between Mexico and USA. And this tournament began on Donald Trump's 79th birthday, and it concluded on George Bush Jr.'s 79th birthday. That ain't some weird... Don't believe in coincidences, guys. Lie of the devil. They do not exist. They never have existed. Mexico's coach picked up his 7th Gold Cup win and his 9th Gold Cup game. I could add to this. Look at this. I'll probably add to it later if I can be bothered. if you go to the standings, I think I showed you this. Mexico ended the group stage with 7 points. USA 9. What? Mexico 7. USA 9. Canada 7. Panama 9. 7, 7, 9, 9. All rigged. Adam, guess what position Pop played Messi in at PSG? Position? Didn't he play behind the strikers? Messi? I think he played behind the strikers. Attacking midfield, was it? I was out in the garden listening. I had to run in when you said about getting closer to God and wanting his kingdom so bad. I love that. Wait, Messi played defensive midfield? What? Are you serious? I didn't know that. Why have I put PDG? No, it said he didn't. Maybe he played deep in midfield. I don't know. But he didn't do that well. I'll tell you that. He didn't start for PSG. Maybe he played defensive midfield or not. I don't know. But 79 is the 22nd prime. I'm not saying he did or didn't. I don't know. I know he wasn't an out-and-out centre forward. But I don't know if he played defensive mid. Maybe. He could do that though, Messi. Like, he played deep a lot. If you actually watch Messi, even at Barcelona, he picked the ball up in the middle of the field. He don't run for Inter Miami either, but Messi often, when he was even in his prime, he'll be floating around midfield. And what he'd do, they'd build up play. You know what I mean? There was like the tiki-taka. So I've told you, like, Xavi would get it off PK. Xavi would go to Dani Alves, back to PK, back to Xavi, into Iniesta. Iniesta in midfield, pops it with Messi. All right. And then it goes wide to, who did they have? Pedro, somebody like that. He goes back to the fullback, I think with Jordi Alba, goes back into Busquets. Messi's floating around that midfield again, pop, pop, pop. And then it goes up to, like, I don't know, David Villa. Messi's now worked his way up, and he plays a little give and go with David Villa, and then he finishes it. So Messi would often float around midfield. But now he don't run. He don't run. Yeah, he got 7 goals at the World Cup in 7 games, 7 days before Christmas. Guys, they're demons. Their God is Satan. So all those 79s, it's the 22nd prime number. Mexico's coach stayed on 2 draws and 2 losses as their coach. Mexico's coach advanced to 22 points in the Gold Cup. There's 22 chapters in the book of Revelation. Israel, God's chosen nation, was attacked by Hamas, these Islamic extremists. Remember, they were involved with 9/11. Exactly 22 weeks after King Charles III was coronated. Satanic equals 22. Kobe's highest scoring game was on the 22nd day of 2006 in what was his 666 career game? So Pochettino, he got his 197th career loss. He got his 197th career loss. 45th prime. 45th prime. Trump. Okay, the tournament began on Trump's birthday. Wasn't he the 45th president? Yep. Smash the like button. He was the 45th president, and the tournament did begin on his birthday. Adolf Hitler died in 45, the same year World War II ended. All the war connections. Remember, Gimenez got his 42nd goal in a 2-1 win. And war gets you 42. And 21. 1 second, my brother's just messaged me. This 2025 Gold Cup, all right, was won by Mexico. And the 2025 as your 45. That's why I told you like 4 years ago, Trump would come back in. The 45th president, he'd come back in 2025. And he did. All right, so there's all these 45s. This is why, guys, I think it's very important when you do this work that you study number properties, square roots, Fibonacci, okay? Even pentagonal numbers, composite numbers. This world, guys, we're surrounded by numbers. The world is coded. The Bible's coded. All right, your DNA is coded. Now's the time. Don't let the devil continue to lie to you. Oh, don't study numbers. It's the occult. Stay away from numbers. Don't incorporate numbers with the Bible. Guys, don't be fooled by the devil any longer. Use these numbers to get closer to God. Can I get an amen? Use these numbers to get closer to God. Because if you understand them, you will. The winning goal was scored by Edson Alvarez. That's the number 4, the captain. And he was born with 68 days left in the year. His birthday is October the 24th. And number 4 and number 9 scored. Now, you guys who support my work will know I've been coding George Orwell for 5 years. George Orwell's novel, 1984, which is a dystopian novel about complete government control, was published on 6/8/49. And Mexico just won the 2025 Gold Cup on George Bush's birthday and the 36th-month anniversary of the Georgia Guidestones collapsing. It all connects. George Orwell, George Bush, Georgia Guidestones. Remember, George Floyd died the year that Liverpool won their first league title. The devil went down to Georgia. Georgia, who just qualified for Euro 2024, the first time in their history they qualified for a major tournament. Georgia. Ronaldo's wife, Georgina. Georgie! From that horror movie, It. Prince George. All right, what about George Michael, who died on Christmas Day and he had his hit song Last Christmas? What about Boy George, all right, who dressed up as a woman in Culture Club for your 33 with your CC? Why is the 36 convenient? Well, 666 is the 36 triangular number. The beast of Revelation reigns for 3 years and 6 months. Remember the Falklands War between Great Britain and Argentina ended on Donald Trump's 36th birthday. All right, smash the like. Let's get it over 60. The Stanley Cup final had 45 goals. Amazing. 7-9, 7-9, 7-6. All of them connect because they're run by the devil. During the game, they briefly showed a cameraman with a picture of Christ taped to his back. I think it was a reference to turning your back to God. Wow, Sebastian, great eye. And yes, it is. That's what that was. It is turning your back on God. Think about it. If Jesus is on your back, you can't see it. You can't see it, can you? This was USA's 13th Gold Cup final in what was the 18th edition of the tournament. Now look at the book, 1984. Now let's take the Revelation 13:18. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6. When we get 1984 and we minus 1,318, 666. Guys, this is one of the most remarkable finds you're ever going to get. Patrick, can I get a woo? 1984, this dystopian book. All right. About complete government control. And then when you minus the verse, which is about the beast, number being 666, you get 666. Nah, guys, come on. The mark of the beast is coming. That's why you got to have wisdom. I'm giving you it for free today. I know Adam Lastman supported me for some tacos. Thank you. I'm giving you this for free. This wisdom. Do you want it? Or do you want to stay ignorant? Do you want salvation or do you want eternal damnation? Take your pick. Now, let me show you this. Johnny Goodrow, brother who also died. His birthday is one day after Jota's. Oh, my word. Now, remember, Jota died exactly 44 weeks after the Goodrow brothers. 44. The four horsemen. Raul Gimenez scored for Mexico in the 2025 Gold Cup final, and he honored his ex-teammate, Diego Jota. Diego Jota died a span of 1,986 days after Kobe Bryant. This is the year I was born. Can I get a woo? Woo! I was born in 1986, baby. Mexico hosted the FIFA World Cup in 1986. Now I live in Mexico, which Maradona's Argentina won, and USA's coach is Argentinian. Now, Mexico's coach, Javier Aguirre, played in the 1986 World Cup for Mexico, where he played 5 games and he got 1 red card. Can you believe that? Liverpool and number 20 Jota won the 126th season of top-flight English football. Kobe Bryant died in 2020. They both died in crashes on 126. See the 20? Kobe Bryant died at age 41. Sure he did. Liverpool signed Jota for 41 million. Sure they did. Again, just to show you, it's lies. Jota didn't go to Liverpool for 41 million. It's all a lie. The wages are lies. Everything about these people are lies. Okay? All the stats are just a joke. Wicked. How much money they sign for, the date they sign. It's all a ritual. And maybe this Jota celebration, where is it? No, I don't know. What if this is what if these players are being controlled? What if look at that Agenda 2030. Guys, what mocking Christ? What if this here is them telling us that they're being controlled? Remember, he's supposedly got a controller in his hand. There's his Mason sign. Maybe that's what they're trying to tell us. Or maybe, because he's playing a game, what if it's about us being played? There's a saying, an expression, being played. When you're being played, you're being deceived. But look at these players are doing it. No. So look, Gimenez has done it. Smiling. Dembele. Un homage a Diogo. Sure, bro. You ain't bullshitting me, Dembele. All right. This Diego Conclaves did it for Real Salt Lake. This Nigerian woman, probably a dude, Rin Sola,
Why smiling? Why are you smiling? And who are you? And why have you got almost 46,000 likes? And I've got like 60 likes doing this. Hani Mukhtar won it for 10-man Nashville from the spot in the 100th minute. Yeah, what's 10 times 10 is 100. Look, 10 times 10 is 100. Let's see if he does. Look, bang on 100 minutes. Does he do the Jota? Why are they all laughing if somebody's dead? And why are they all laughing if he's dead? Look, number 18. 6 plus 6 plus 6. Bleach blonde hair. Baphomet celebration. This is in the shitty MLS. And they're doing this. Watch it again. Why are they smiling if he's dead? If they're honouring Jota? I'm right. Crap penalty as well. Terrible goalkeeping. Look, just watch it again. That's the Drogba, which will be some sort of demonic celebration. He's wearing his pink boots, his bleached blonde hair. Is he number 10? Was he number 10? And he won it for 10 men in 100 minutes, 10 times 10. They know, they make me sick. They're sick. Now, Gimenez, he came into this Gold Cup final, right? With 41 goals for Mexico. Didn't he? His 41st goal got them to the final. He got the winning goal in the semi-final. So his 41st goal got them to the final. It's all a demonic script. Smash the like button if you agree. I'm going to go for about another 10 minutes. Thank you for your support. And again, look, Mexico flag and their away kit, 4 horsemen. And number 4 wins it for them. And 10 is the 4th triangular number. And they get their 10th Gold Cup. Kobe Bryant retired the 104th day of 2016. All trades, team signings, drafts, they're all coded, yeah. It's all coded. Before I go, if we get 10 more likes, I'll give you a quick code about Dembele, which I was going to save for another video. If we get 10 more likes in the next 2 minutes, I'm just going to get some fresh air. 10 more likes, I'll do you a code about Dembele. I'm just going to go and probably go out my house to somewhere with air conditioning. Thanks for your support. Whew. I'll try to read your comments. I'm outside now. Keep smashing that like, guys. I'm going to have a sip of water. Somebody's asking me why Dembele got so good. I'll tell you. Adam, I know an ex-hockey player, he said many would snort cocaine and do crack and engage in homo activity. Yeah, that's what they'll do at that level. It's a gay fraternity at the highest level of sports and Hollywood. You see it with Hollywood now. It's not a conspiracy anymore, is it? I've been saying it 5 years. They're all inverted, or it's all to go against God. When you understand, the whole thing is to go against God's will. So Satan gives them the riches, the glories of this world, influence, prestige. But you've got to disrespect Jesus, and you've got to lead other people away from Jesus. Lead them into idolatry. Lead them into blasphemy. That's why they get their money. They don't get their money for kicking a ball or singing a song. They get it for influencing the world to the devil. Can I get a woo? That's why they're called influencers. Okay? They're not getting paid just to kick a ball. They'll lie, well, Sky Sports get paid this, and they pay them this, and they make the money from the turnstiles, and it all goes to the players. Give me a break. Sky Sports is run by the people who founded the Premier League. Okay? All of that telling you they get this money and that money is just to make you worship them more. Jim Carrey gets 20 million for new film. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. It's to make you worship him more. That's all it is. It's all that is. Lies. They're slaves. They're slaves to Satan. And their hearts are so dark. Do they have fame? Yeah, they get the fame. There's no doubt about it. They get the fame. But they ain't getting the money that they're telling you. Not a chance. Oh. You get sent to jail if you're under the influence. Yeah, after drinking spirits. The influence of demons, guys. A whole NHL team dressed up as Barbie for Halloween. Are you serious? We'll find that. We'll get a video on that. NHL team dressed as Barbie. Oh my word. Boston Bruins. Guys, they always talk about how tough these hockey players are, and they are to an extent, if you've ever played hockey, but what are they doing? Again, demons don't feel pain. Never forget that. I'll probably save my Dembele video. We're on 63 likes. I'll probably save it. So look, why are they dressed up as Barbie? Bruins dress up in Barbie Ken costumes for annual hospital visit. Why? The Boston Bruins are ready to go party. And on Halloween, just connects to demons. You think this is cool? That's why you got to stop following these people. So look, kids will do this. I bet there was kids that were like, guys, let's do what Boston did. Let's go as Barbie and Kens for Halloween. I bet they did. Adam, I've been telling people for years that they get paid the money we're told, but no one believes me. People don't want to believe anything that goes against what they've been taught. Look. My goodness. Well, they were mainly Ken. There's a few Barbies. They're inverts, guys. They're inverts possessed. Ronaldo has a private jet. Well, that's Ronaldo. Ronaldo doesn't just play football, does he? He's got like one of the biggest social media platforms. He gets a load of money from that. He's got sponsorship deals, all of that stuff. That's Ronaldo, many regard as the greatest ever. I'm talking about your average Premier League footballer who's getting 80 grand. Do you think Harry Maguire got 80,000 a week to go to Man United? You believe that? Of course you don't. Ecclesiastes 8:14. There is a vanity which is done upon the earth, that there be just men unto whom it happeneth according to the works of the wicked. Again, there be wicked men to whom it happeneth according to the works of the righteous. I said that this also is vanity. Yeah, the vanity. Search NHL player dressed as Ice Spice. And what? What? Are you number 13?
Antichrist number. Why is this hilarious? It's not hilarious. Saw your video where you exposed gender women who are actually men crazy now. That makes me laugh, but it's true. I can see it. Yeah. Tried to warn you. I've done videos about it. I don't know how many videos I've done trying to help people. This is hilarious. This is cool. This is fun. This is disgusting, is what it is. All right, that's what it is. It's not fun. It's obscene. Oh, by the way, look, with Djokovic winning, he's 25-8 for the season. He beat the Demon. And he's gone 25-8. And number of the beast is 258. I even caught this with his record here. Guys, check out my website if you're not there. I'm going to put the link in it now. You miss loads of stuff by not being there. Not just for gambling and stuff, like just exposing the world, leading people to Jesus. Soon I won't have a website, guys. You've got to comprehend that. Soon I won't have a website. I won't have a YouTube channel. You won't get access to this information with where the world's going. I'm going to end it there. I'll do my Dembele another day. I'm going to have to put my shirt on. Give me a second. Oh, man, it's one thing after the other with this apartment. One day I have no water. The next day there's banging. The next day my air conditioner's not working. Bring on paradise, baby. Bring it on. Where there's nobody dressed as Ice Spice. Or men dressing as Barbie. Whew. And I'll say it again, I'm 99% Diego Jota didn't die. The character died. Same with Kobe. Right? And another pandemic's coming. Another pandemic's coming. This is what happened with Kobe. He died, a pandemic came, the economy collapsed, wars came about, an increase in war. Whew. But we don't need to worry about that, guys. But we do need to be sober and vigilant as to where we are prophetically. I'll do a stream, God willing, about the fall of society soon. So there, I'm going to leave it there. I have to go. Like I said, I'll do the Dembele video either later today or tomorrow. Jesus is coming. That's what you all need to know. Jesus is coming. God bless you as well, Maggie. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Grateful for your kind words. Listen, the thing is, Dirk, you can tell your daughter there'll be another pandemic. She'll go, no way, Dad, there's no way. And then there will be, and she'll forget that you said it. She'll forget that you even said it. And that's the thing, like, it don't matter anymore. You make predictions, you give people warnings out of love. It happens, they'll let it go. They'll pretend that you never said it. I'll say, okay, Dad, you got this one right, but you said that and it wasn't right 4 years ago. So yeah, guys, the fact is the Bible says there'll be wars, there'll be pandemics, falling away, persecution. It's all coming, and it's all by a code as well. God works in numbers. Satan's infiltrated the code, is the God of this world. But God works in numbers. Read the Bible and tell me he doesn't. All right, I'm going to go now. Carl, God bless you. I'm about to leave. Thanks for all your support. Don Pedro, two amazing people have just entered as I'm leaving. And by the way, these floods, I've done a code on that on my website. The floods were in Texas. That's where Mexico just won the Gold Cup, where the Bush family were born. Okay? Something's coming, Jesus. But before that, the Antichrist. So yeah, I'll read Revelation. Read the book of Revelation and then look at the world in 2025. You'll soon give your life to Christ. Read the book of Matthew. Read Daniel. And you'll be like, oh my word, this was written thousands of years ago. It's literally happening. We are in the end of days. Read it. Or don't. And just dismiss what I'm saying. I'm going to buy that chair when I get paid. Thank you very much, Don. Deprogram Media, good stream, Adam. Deprogram, brilliant insights. I appreciate you. You don't all need to know numbers inside out here. You just might have insights. Like he told me Messi played defensive midfield with PSG. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he played very deep. And we are in deep waters now. Everything's about to crash. I've told you. Financial system's going to crash. The economy in general is going to crash. Society is crashing. Just there's going to be a major crash. How much is the chair? I think this chair was about $60 or something. 60 or 70. I'm not sure exact. It's been all right, better than my old one. But I need a gamer chair. It's just my apartment doesn't give me much space to do it. Somebody says I need a gamer chair, but I obviously don't play video games. I don't have a video game console. I got another good one for you, Adam. Go on then, and then I'll go. Have a blessed rest of your day in Jesus Christ. God bless you. Crash happens in the fall. Yeah, it's coming, isn't it? I've said September. Wake me up when September ends, where it's all going to really go. That's why I'm like, I don't think I can go to England. I don't want to get stuck in England. Go live again, brother. If MJ comes back today, at the age of 66, I'll keep an eye on that, Anders. I do appreciate the work you do with Michael Jackson. My 15-year-old brother was blown away by the code prediction, Mexico versus USA, but got upset and blamed it on the US. Sebastian, did he see my code? His love for the game is blinding him. Did he see my code? Before the game? With Gimenez? Like, I couldn't have predicted that game any better. It played out exactly the way I thought. And yeah, people just, they can't have it. They can't accept that Jota has perhaps faked his death. That they can't accept it. No, Adam, you're very smart, but I'm just not. I can't go there. I can't believe that anybody would do that. Well, you don't know the wickedness of the world, then, do you? At all. If you think that characters can't fake the deaths, you don't think Tupac did it? Great info as always. God doesn't know losing. Never lost, never will. People will be stuck playing GTA 6. Yeah, that's a good point. Agent D, you have a very gifted brain. Yeah, they're preparing you for Grand Theft Auto 6, and when you put in a pandemic, that's when they'll release it. That's when they'll release it. And then they'll get you addicted to it and then change all the rules. Like in China, you can only play a certain amount of hours, but get them addicted to the point where like they won't know what to do without playing it. Grand Theft Auto 6 will come out during the pandemic. Watch. Is there any way beside PayPal I can pay you for the website? Unfortunately not. I've tried so hard to get alternative payment methods. It loses me loads of money by not doing it. I'm going to keep working on it, but as of now, no. It sucks for me and for some of you who don't have PayPal. And PayPal will crash soon as well. Then I'll just be done financially. But whatever, at this point. I've told you, I think the next pandemic will be a pandemic. I think it will be a pandemic. I think you will see people biblically die. So when they call the next pandemic, I wouldn't be like, oh, this is just another control tool. I think it will be a pandemic. It's the third horseman. It's pestilence, famine. They're going to come. I think COVID was all a show. I really do. I did from day one. I think the more you think about getting sick, the more chance you get sick. It's like the more you think about negative things, the more chance you are of being depressed. Can somebody give me a woo? So when we're all talking about sickness, somebody coughs and you're like, oh no. I think that's what happened with that. I think that was all deception. But I think the actual next pandemic will be deadly. Like you'll be seeing people coughing up blood, dying in the street. I really do. I really believe that's what's going to happen, not to scare you. The weekend, Southampton got beat 9-0. Celtic won 9-0. Yeah, the day after. Yep. Right after the 9-year-old girl was shot dead in Liverpool. I've covered all this, man. Zoomer generation is the most radical since World War II. Yeah, and probably the dumbest, unfortunately. I read a study about ChatGPT that the more you use it, the more dumb you get. So you get this instant gratification, but it affects your brain really negatively when you have everybody else do everything for you. It's actually detrimental long term to your brain. I don't use ChatGPT. I've never used it. Never used it. I never will. I don't care if it's convenient. I'd rather put in the work. Perhaps, Don. I don't know, but people are going to start getting really sick. It's biblical. But there'll be a war before it. But there is wars now. And rumors. I don't know how many of these wars are legit. Until there's like soldiers walking the street, I can't really say. Word is the next contagion they want to release will be close to that of rabies. Whatever it may be, I'm going to heaven. That's why I don't care. And I ain't going to take whatever they want me to take. And right before I leave, let me leave you with this. Because they started to bang now because my time's up. My time is up. My time is now. Over the last few decades, billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars have been donated to cancer research. Yet every year more people are dying of cancer. Figure that one out of the deception. Billions of dollars is being donated to cancer research. Yet every year more and more people are dying from cancer. What are they doing with that money? Researching how to give people it? It makes no sense. Because the world's fallen. It's just so fallen. Guys, I absolutely have to go now. Hit the like on your way out. I'm getting out of this apartment. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I'm getting out. So yeah, see through the wicked world. Know that this world is not going to be here forever. It's coming to an end. And give your life to Christ. Because I'm telling you, you could die today. Then you're done. It's over. Game over. If you don't give your life to Christ, you will go to hell. If you die today. If I die today, I know where I'm going to go for eternity. I'm fine. And I ain't going to have somebody banging above me in heaven. I'm going to have complete peace, guys. Complete and utter peace. Go buy that chair. Yeah, I need to buy a chair, brother. I will. I'll figure it out. Hit the shopping centres. Get an ice cream. Yeah, I'll figure something out. God bless you. Thank you all for your support. God is great. Now you know why Mexico won the Gold Cup and why it began on Trump's birthday and ended on George Bush's, who was the president during 9/11, and Trump witnessed 9/11, and why number 9 Gimenez made the score 1-1 like 9/11. It's all there. Even USA took off their number 9 to bring on number 11 during the game. It's not real. It's fake. The world's a joke. But Christ is great. Give your life to Christ. Do it right now. He's coming. The King is coming. Bring it on. God wins.